minutes. All right. Well, welcome everyone to the first team huddle of 2022. Yay. So crazy to think about. Super excited. So I'm so excited about everything that we have going on and just kind of where we're going. And there's just so many things that we've been working on since Thanksgiving, really. Just to for this time right now. So I'm super excited to share that with you. But before we do that, we've got a little bit of recognition. So I'm going to share the screen. Let's see, my little screen always gets in the way. Hang on. I'm going to just do present. I don't know if it'll do it well.
I think it will. Let's see. It's still,
it looks weird.
Maybe, yeah, do that little arrow. There you go.
Okay, here we go. And let me see. All right, so our new team members that we have, we want to welcome everyone. So Bonnie, who Polly sponsored, Lisa, who Jessica sponsored, Tanjay, who Danielle sponsored, Aja, who Gabby sponsored, Jennifer, who Kristen sponsored, and then Jessica, who Polly sponsored, and then Jessie, who Christiana sponsored. So yay, welcome to our team. We're so excited to have you here. And then for district manager, we have qualification for district manager. Carrie, wave with the baby there, went into strong qualification, over 2,500 for district manager. Super exciting. So she is short. We've got a plan to finish her for district this month. Allison Parker, Amber, I see you're on the call, and then Shannon, all in qualification for district manager. So super excited about that. And we've got the second half of this call will be the training on how you're going to get there. Okay, so I can't even see what this is. Okay, brick earners. So our brick earners are, we've got Yin, Polly, myself, Kristen, Christiana, Lauren Rose, Carrie, and Jean. So congrats. And for those of you who don't know what a brick is, that is basically the building block of our business. We just, we build a massive team by having a lot of people doing a little bit, and a lot of people like building in their $2,500 brick. And then our area achiever awards, Polly got that, and so did I. And then district award achievers, Polly, Yin, and myself. And then super exciting for the Arbonne incentive trip. I got level 1, y'all. I've never gotten it where I've gotten the travel cash. So I'm actually pretty proud of myself because it's all been through consistency. It really is one of those things where like every day you look at, you're doing the do and it's like nothing amazing happens in those days, but then it just like adds up over time and you're like, wow, that's pretty amazing. So level 2, we have Polly and Yin. So the 3 of us will all be on the trip together. And then level 1, Gabby, Kristen, Blanca, Lauren Rose, and Jean. So, and then they just announced the next trip, which is going to be in Punta Cana. And so definitely be looking on how to earn that, y'all. It is so doable. And the plan that we have like in place for how we're going to be building our business, really, like if you follow this, like you will earn the trip before time's even up. So, so I'm super excited to share this with y'all. So how many of y'all were able to hear that call that I posted or take a look at that? Like, just so I kind of know who I'm talking to. Okay. Yes. Okay. So if you haven't had a chance to listen to that, and if you're in recording land, I will post this after we post the recording, that call that I'm talking about. It is an incredible call. Just because it just like lays it out like very like basic of what we're doing. And it kind of shifted my thinking. My thinking always in the business has been, and I mean, it doesn't really matter, like, because it's just how you funnel people. But like, I've always led with the business, and even like on the surface led with the business, and really like talk to people about that. But we all know, like, if we're going to talk to 10 people, let's say, we know like out of those 10, probably only like one's going to tell you they're interested in the business, right? Or 2 or 3. But out of those 10, how many are going to be interested in the product? Like 7. So it's like reversing the funnel. And like a lot of us are already working the business this way to where like we're starting out with the products. But like in our head, we know we're leading with a business, that we're starting out with the products and funneling people down into, you know, sorting them, who's interested in the business, who's a referral source, and who's just a repeat buyer. So with that in mind, so that phone call is just a really good example of that. So I'm going to share the screen again. Should have just stayed on there. Oh no, let me see. That's my iStory. Okay, so I think I need to escape this. Go to this one. Go to present. Make this little thing go away. Well, I don't know how to do that. Oh, there we go. Okay, perfect. Okay, so what we're talking about, y'all, is growing your business with a 30 days. So again, if you hadn't listened to that call by Jacqueline Zarp, like it's an incredible call. She's been doing this business for a long time, but like really just like started growing her business, you know, with a 30 day. She's a dietitian as her background. But she built her business originally like with like Arbonne, like skincare, makeup, you know, and all of our, you know, personal care products. And then the nutrition came along. And again, any way that you do this business, it's all about duplication. So just when I talked about the $2,500 bricks, like it's just like duplicating that. So this is just a simple way to like wrap your mind around like, well, how can I grow my business using the 30 day? And just a simple way that anyone can like jump in and get going with this. Okay, so now is the time, y'all, to, you know, lead with a 30 day. January is by far our biggest month for the 30 day. People are naturally looking for a reset. And after I listened to that call, I was like, well, I'm going to try and get, you know, some people, my own group together, not just the ones that I got in December for January, but like, you know, work on January. And I started, you know, just reaching out to people. So imagine this, what would happen to your business this month if one, you could coach 10 people through a 30 day. So imagine, you know, you coaching 10 people through a 30 day. Then if 3 of those 10 became consultants, a few of them became a referral source for you, and all of them became long-term monthly reorders. So just sit back for imagine and just think like, wow, what would your business look like? And then think about, imagine what would happen to your business this year if that duplicated. Okay, so if you found 10 and then your 3 new consultants found 10, there's 40 people in your organization doing the 30 day. The next month, if that duplicated, 120 people doing the 30 day, 360 the next, and so on and so forth. And again, this is not magic. It's just math. I mean, it is just the way the numbers, I mean, I'm sure we have probably in our organization, like about 1,000 people doing the 30 day, like this month. Like, I mean, like if you just see like the duplication play out. Okay. So the question is, well, that sounds amazing, Andrea. Where do I find these unicorns? Like, where do I find these 10 magical people? Well, the first and foremost is do the 30 day yourself. So like we are starting one tomorrow. We are also starting one on the 17th. So order your kit and like, go ahead and be ready. And like, here's something just so, you know, I can be super vulnerable here with myself. Like, y'all know, I'm not like a whiz with social media. Like, honestly, like I could care less about it. I don't really like post anything about anything. You know, my sister is always talking. I'm like, oh, how do you know that about so-and-so? She's like, Instagram or Facebook. I'm just like, oh, I didn't go on it today. Like, I'm just not a regular. It's just not my jam. But, you know, and I always think that like, if I am going to post something, it has to be perfect or whatever. And so I never get around to it. But like, I'm pledging that I'm starting the 30 day tomorrow. I mean, that's been in the works for a while. Like, I'm super excited to start that, but I'm going to be posting every little bit of everything. I mean, normally I post my dinners, but like, I'm going to post what I'm making in the morning. I'm going to post when we're grocery shopping. I'm going to post like all of these little things that like, I think no one really cares about. Well, I mean, they do, you know, and it's like, because I care when I see other people doing stuff like that. So it's like, I'm just like, well, it's not going to be perfect and I don't really care, but like, that's what I'm challenging myself. So that's going to like get people like really engaged for the next batch of group that starts. So we're going to also want to reach out to everyone. So just like today, I was just saying a minute ago, like I reached out to my brother's mother-in-law to do the 30 day because my sister-in-law had already said she was going to do it. I reached out to, like, I did a presentation in December for the guy who like sold me. He's been like my Mercedes guy for forever. And so like my plan is to go in there and do a lunch and learn. So I'm reaching out to everyone. And then I started thinking about like every single other person that like has either done a 30-day or has talked about like doing a 30-day or getting healthy. And I'm just reaching out to them. And something that, you know, you might, just so you know, like how the numbers work, Jacqueline said when she first started, you know, doing like this, you know, finding 10 people, like she reached out to 40 when she first did, but only 6 said yes. But like of those 40, like later other people like came in, you know, but like she got 6 initially. Well, of those 6, one's the regional vice president, like one's also in her business, another person's a long-term buyer. I mean, so like you can see like out of these people that you bring in, like the relationships that you can form. So reach out to everyone. I mean, I'm telling you, everyone is looking for something right now. And then tell them why you're doing it. Like, I think that that's something that like, you know, like usually my reach outs are always, you know, hey, I'd love to show you what I'm doing. And it's all about, you know, like showing them Arbonne and the big picture of Arbonne and like the business of Arbonne and all of that. And I will do that with everyone who I funnel through the 30-day. But like right now, I'm really focusing on telling people like, hey, you know, are you looking for a reset? Let me tell you why I'm doing it. You know, like let me, and it was funny when I was talking to the Mercedes guy, it was just a conversation where, you know, I just said, oh my gosh, I just feel so out of control right now. Like, I mean, I eat healthy anyway, but like, I wouldn't have like pasta, like normally, like, you know, like 2 days out of the week, or, you know, wouldn't be eating a piece of candy every single night, or, you know, and so like he could relate to that, you know, and like he could relate to like just like wanting to like rein it in and have a schedule, you know, and just kind of feel like, you know, just to have like a schedule, not just with eating, but just kind of like with everything. So tell people like why you're doing it. And then the last thing, I'm going to throw it over to Polly after this, but use the tools to coach your 10. Okay. So here's the thing, y'all. We have been working on this. Like when I say 8 hours a day, like 8 hours a day, like it was my freaking job. And I know this is my other business, but like doing and I mean, this has been since Thanksgiving. And I mean, I love it. Like it's been so much fun to do it, but like putting these in place. So everyone, I mean, like, first off, could you, and I mean, again, I know this because of my other business, we would have paid a company thousands of dollars to give what we're offering you. Like, I mean, literally you have a turnkey business where like someone's like, oh, I need some info on the 30-day. Okay. You just send them the website and it's there. Everything is there. You know, we've got like our whole Facebook page. I don't know if anyone's seen that. Like that's getting a whole new look. I mean, it's something you can be so proud of. And then also like boards, which Polly's going to go into for coaching. But like, here's the key to all of this is that like, you want to be, you really want to be using these tools and let these tools work for you, because part of the reason why we do this business is to leverage our time, you know, and if we can let these tools work for us, then, I mean, it's going to happen. Like if you listen to that call, like where you're just like funneling people through, again, let's say you start out with 10 people that you're coaching. And I know that, like Carrie, like she's already seeing this in her business, wave Carrie. But she's already seeing this in her business with the people that she has starting with the 30-day, is that like, well, one person already referred another person. So she's got now more people in her 30-day, but then like we did, you know, the one pager with another person to like talk about the business with the other one, you know, like it's like we're funneling people through. But like when you know, Carrie had said, I don't know if y'all had heard when we got on the call, but like she's been chatting up with this girl who she didn't even know last week, who was like a straight out referral from her. And she's been chatting with her all day, getting her ready. Well, I mean, could you imagine over 30 days, the relationship that they're going to build? And like, again, if you listen to that call, like there's just so many things in there. Like the one thing that stood out to me was where she talks about like after the first week, that's usually when people see like really good results, like how they're feeling and all of that. And she asked them to post, and it's in the tracker. She asked them, you know, hey, if you'll post just kind of how you're feeling and you tag me in the post, I'll give you this Arbonne water bottle. You know, it's $10 for us, you know, and it's totally worth it because it's like, you know, wow, like they just put you in their market. They tagged you in there. They're doing something positive. Then you're giving them something that they're going to drink their fizz in. People are going to be like, what are you drinking? What is Arbonne? Oh, well, you should talk to my friend Andrea, so it's like, it's just, I mean, but I will be honest with you. Like, I'm the person that she talks about. Like, if you just sign up a 30-dayer and throw them into the group, that was me. And I mean, I'm like determined this year to like really like coach people, because I mean, again, like that's just never been my thing, is like to coach people like through that. Like I've always been like coaching people through the business, and but like I really like am seeing now that like, okay, wow, how amazing could that be, that I could spend less time like fishing because all the people are right there and it's like a target market. Does that make sense? And that I'm building relationships with these people, and that these are going to be people that like have already like seen like the Arbonne. So again, the call to action this month for all of us, and I mean, I started this yesterday, is to find 10 people to coach through for January. So if you order their kit in December, count them for December. So January 1st, I signed up one person. I've still got 9 more to go. So like we find 10 people to coach through the 30-day. And then like, let's follow this process that Polly's about to show us, because I really think that like, if we do this, you're going to see that like your business really becomes like a rhythm, and like you can really like just do, focus on getting your 10, teach your other people to get their 10, and then like keep going like that. Okay. So Polly, you take it from here. Did that make sense, everyone?
Yeah, for sure. All right. A couple of things really quick I wanted to touch on that you talked about. You talked about how people are watching you posting on social media. Just before I forget, y'all, I have to tell you, I have 2 people that signed up in for this one that starts tomorrow. One is a dietitian who I have talked to for years now. She is a preferred client and she's been on the skincare, but she's always poo-pooed the 30-day. And we've always gone rounds. I mean, she's a good friend. We've gone rounds about it. She reached out to me, crazy, right? And the other one, and she's doing the 30-day. And I text her today and she's so excited. Who, go figure. The other one is a lady I met in Ireland 8 years ago. Robert and I tried to figure out when that was, who never became a client, nothing, who has followed me on social media. I'm not any social media guru by any means, but she's just been following me. She reached out to me like a couple, 2-3 months ago and just said, hey, remember me? And so we just talked. And she just bought the 30-day kit. Like, y'all, it's crazy. So it is, people are watching. Thank you, Gabby, and the reels. Yeah, I've been like experimenting a little bit with some reels, but they're fun. But people are watching us, and it is that consistency that Andrea talked about. Okay. So good news is we have made this so easy, I think, for everyone. First thing I'm going to show you, just because I just want to show you this first. I know I've posted about the Facebook group, and you might have heard Andrea say we're going to have 2. And if you remember, we talked about only having 1, but here's what we decided is it would be in a perfect world to just have 1 group and keep putting people in that group and have a giant group is great, but that's going to make it confusing for people, right? That start on that. And we really need to have 2 running every month. So we're going to have 2 groups, group 1, group 2. That's it. They will run the same. You will see.
I love the name.
Huh?
Group 1 and group 2. It's so creative.
How about that? If y'all think it's something different, I mean, you'll see. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen now. And I'm going to first show you the group, and then I'm going to show you boards. Okay. And we're also going to make it super simple for you guys, because you're going to get to be sort of a copycat, if you will, this month. Okay. Hang on just a second. For some reason I was all ready, and then it was like, nope, you're not. All right. So can y'all see my 30 days to healthy living? Right. Okay.
Yeah.
So down, Yes.
What are we looking at?
You should see my Facebook group, 30 Days to Healthy Living.
We saw it a minute ago when it first popped up, but now I just see a blue screen.
Okay. Hang on 1 sec. It'll come back. It'll be right this time. It should be. Yes?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So under here, Arbonne 30-day clean eating group, group 1. So I will have the group 2 one up in time, by the end of this week or whatever. Okay. But the only thing I want to show you guys in here is at the top, you'll notice that we have some things pinned to the featured items. So this group works differently. And so there is a video here. Point your people to this video, because in case you don't coach them, it's at least going to tell them to make sure to check out everything here in the featured. And I don't know if that's going to scroll for you guys when I scroll. Is that scrolling?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, great. So I just want to show you this real quick. In the featured, if you need a video to send to someone, right now we have Tanda Cooks. It's pretty quick, 8 minutes, I think. Everything for prep week is up here in featured. Okay, so it's already there. And the beautiful thing is, and thank you, Andrea, for this, is everything looks congruent, and it looks congruent with our website. So hopefully that just changed for you guys and you see prep week, the products. Mm-hmm. Okay. So if you scroll through here, notice like everything looks really appealing and nice and simple. That's what we kind of are going for. But what I didn't want was I wanted it to be everything up in the featured. I'm going to go back to the home page. So everything up here is like multiple things that they need to know. So I wanted it to be easily accessible. So there's products, there's prep week, foods to avoid. And then we haven't quite finished just yet for a couple of the other things that'll be up in prep week, like know your foods, like why non-GMO and things like that. And then under prep week sample day and more, this is the last one I'm going to show you. And then we're switching to boards. But under prep week sample day and more, if you need something really quick and easy to send to somebody, there's 3 things here: the avoid and include list, the new from Arbonne sample day, okay? And then from Arbonne, the cheat sheet. So these are things that you could easily, if somebody said, well, what does a sample day look like? I don't know how to, here it is, okay? So yay. And then
one thing before we go to boards, Polly, I just wanted to say to everyone, so we're working on the website. So I know that there's a lot of people that are not on Facebook. There's a new thing with Facebook that you can actually send them an email to the group, that we're trying that out to see if that works. I don't know if Facebook is actually finished with that or not, but where they can do that. But if they simply just don't want to go on Facebook, like that's not their thing, the website will be like, right now it's fine. It's how it used to be. It says day 1, day 2, day 3. I'm working on it as we go. Like right now I've got the prep week that I'm working on. And then I don't want to publish it and it just be halfway done. So like I'm leaving the old version up right now for the 10-day and the 30-day. And then it'll all change over. Okay, yeah, that's right, Carrie, you tried that with someone. So anyway, so just so you know that there's an option for people who aren't on social media who can like follow along and get everything that they need. But they can go there now. It's just doesn't have like it has the look, but like the part I'm talking about is the day-by-day guide, like day 1, day 2, day 3, like the tips and everything like that. It's going to look a little bit different.
But we do still want engagement. So definitely feel free, to comment. I mean, we want people commenting. We want them, whatever. So yes, we have this beautiful look, but if we're not all engaging and commenting and that kind of thing, doesn't matter, right? We still want, but the main thing about the look is we want it to be appealing and simple. And so every day, hopefully you guys can see the scheduled post now. I have the first 5 days scheduled, and every single day you'll notice that it's one post. We've always had post 1 of 3, post 1, and it was just so much stuff. Ideally, I would have loved to have just had a few sentences for each one, but there are some things that are important. So as I kind of kept going, so I just wanted you guys to kind of see this, to see what's coming, to see how it looks, and to kind of see, like Andrea said, wow, I'm so proud that, to add my people to this group. It's going to be awesome. And it's going to be so fun. All right. So that's the group. But the main thing that we really want to show you guys is actually how a tool for you so that you can coach people through this and really, really form that connection with them, really have those touches and turn them into those referrals and you know, and that kind of thing. So I am going to show you now. Hang on one sec. Let me share my screen again with you guys. It'll be the same screen, but all right. So pull this up here. All right. So do you guys see that? It says Success and Simplicity Nations board.
No, we see the Facebook page, the schedule posts.
It always makes me do this twice for some weird reason, but okay, now you should see it.
Yes.
Okay. So when you go into boards, these are just screenshots from my phone. So have y'all all gone into our Success and Simplicity Nation boards? And if you haven't, if you don't know about boards, don't worry, just get with whoever is your leader and they will help you. But when you go into boards, this is what you see, okay? If you'll go into getting into activity, then the next thing that you'll see, oh gosh, I hope I don't have to redo this every single time, but hopefully I won't. Y'all tell me.
We see the same thing.
You do? Shoot. All right. I'm not sure the best way to cycle through these.
Maybe go to see all photos.
I don't know because you know what? I bet you, hang on you guys. I bet you if I do it this way. Oh, see all photos. I see what you're saying. Okay. Yeah. Except that
I don't know. There might be some like,
like wait a minute. No kidding. No, they're fine. No problem. But that's not right. That really wasn't right.
You also shared your whole desktop.
Well, I was gonna just pull up my.
Or you can show your phone, unless you're on your phone.
I could just. No, I'm not on my phone. Okay, why don't I do that? That'll make it a little bit easier, maybe for you guys in time, in the matter of and the interest of time. Okay. So, or you guys can go to your phone as well now and kind of take a look. But if we go into boards now, I got to back out because I was like way down in there. All right, so you guys can see my boards, right? All right, and then you'll go into getting into activity, go there. And then you're gonna go into resources for activity. I know it's a little bit of a ways down in there, and then go into your 30-day. And here's what I wanna show you. Down at the bottom, there's coaching text and text to prospects, okay? The text to prospects, this came straight from Jacqueline's art, okay? And these are some things that you could send. Sorry, you'll just have to look at them.
Okay. Sorry. When you go into getting to activity, where did you go to?
I went into getting into activity and then to resources for activity and then to 30-day. So 30 days.
Oh, at the top, okay.
At the top, 30-day. Okay. Then you see that Tanda video, and down at the bottom, you see two new things. One has like a fist and one has like because we're going to rock our business with this. That's why I use those. Like, hey, all right. So the text to prospects has the 30-day details. So if you had to send someone the details, now listen, I looked at this and I was like, oh, that's a lot. But if Jacqueline's art's doing it, I'm doing it. Okay. So that's her text that she sends to people with information about it. Then the cost, there it is. No longer do you need to worry about going, and this might have already been there actually, but 30-day order info, what you need from them. And I think this was already in ours. I think Gabby, maybe you had put it in there already, but it's all there in one little tab if you're talking to people, okay? And I might work on that some more to add, video or whatever. The coaching text, okay, if you're on your phone, I want you to go to coaching text if you're in boards. I want you to look at those. Okay, this corresponds exactly to the tracker from Arbonne, which is in the source, except for the welcome letter, I think, okay? Yeah, the coaching text, right? So here's what the call to action is going to be. I have already created, now I'm going to go into this really quickly in a minute. I'm trying to hurry, but I really want you to see this because it's super important. So I use Reach. You could use, you guys know Reach. I use Reach. You could use Reach or hit them up, but I think most of us use Reach. I created a group already on Reach last night because I have 16 people I'm coaching this time, okay? So my group says January 3rd, 2022, here's all my people that I'm coaching through January 3rd. All right. So now I've got my list of people. So I'm not going to lose anybody or forget anybody. And then last night I went ahead and sent them. I was a couple of days behind. That's okay. Don't worry. If you're behind, don't worry. Don't freak out. Something's better than nothing, just like working out. All right. But I'm going back to boards, but you'll be able to go whatever, day one, right? Or now the welcome letter is something that you email to them. So if you want to, you just utilize that and email that to them. But everything else is a text, or you might see where it says call/text. I know everybody texts these days, but it's never a bad thing to have a call with your clients and check in with them as well. So, but you'll notice, I'm just going to give you one example. Let's see, day 5. Okay, day 5. Day 5. It says, happy day 5. It's almost the weekend. Text me if you need a little boost of encouragement, blah, blah, blah. That came straight from Jacqueline. Okay. A lot of these might have, let's see, like a couple of them have a photo, like this one about the 7-day cleanse also has a photo, even though that's in our Facebook group. I'm sorry, you guys, I had this all like ready for you, but it didn't work the way I meant it to. Okay. But just, here's the thing. It should be self-explanatory. It should be like, oh, it's day 1. I hit the day 1 button and then I hit that. And hopefully there it is. And then if you use something like Reach, oh my goodness, you do have to just stick your message in there, in the messages on Reach, but then just boom, 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 boom. And it'll go.
Like, just so y'all know, tonight, that's what I'm doing. I'm behind as well. So I'm sending the email out tonight to all my clients, like that are doing the 30-day. And then I'm doing, like tomorrow, I'll pick up with day 1 for the text, but I'm going to go ahead and make a group in Reach, because I probably have about 8 people I'm coaching through right now. So I'll put them like in Reach, and it'll individually go out to them. So again, it saves me time. So I'm not, because I'm sure that's the reason why I didn't do it before. Like I had great intentions, but I just never got around to it. Like I was doing other things, like getting people going and all of that. So, yeah, so I would do that. And then Polly, like, are you gonna, anyone who wants to,
yeah,
Polly,
yes, that was what I was going to finish with.
Okay.
So here's what we're going to do for everybody. If you're still confused, that's okay. We understand you haven't been looking at this for however long, like we have. Just send me your message. If you want to put it here in the chat right now, send me your phone number and who you are. Well, I should be able to see who you are. Then I will add you. I'm going to make a separate thing on Reach so I'm not confused, right? And I will send you the daily text every single day as soon as I send it out to my people. Okay. So if you want that, I'm happy to do it as this first time to kind of make sure we're all on the same page and you're not like, whoa, what did you say?
Does that make sense? Because I mean, who's all starting the 30-day tomorrow anyway? Okay. So like if you're starting the 30-day tomorrow anyway, like you can get these texts, and then that way, like you can then send, like you'll be getting these texts like going through, and then that way you'll see it as a client would see it. So you're going to get this text as someone's like, hey, how you feeling? And it's going to be Polly. But you know why she's sending that.
Yeah, it'll be like I'm coaching you, and then you can turn around but make sure you know where it is. And if you don't have boards, or you don't have Reach, you don't, then we can get all that taken care of. But it'll be like I'm coaching you and then you're coaching them. But the goal, and here's what I see that, Kashana. Okay, I see yours, Sarah. What Jacqueline said is that, and please listen to that call. It's so, so good, you guys. So good. And the goal is to start the conversations, right? Because she's like, I texted 16 people. Out of 16 people yesterday, I think 4 or 5 responded to me, and that's okay. As long as I'm doing my job, that I'm reaching out to them. But the goal is, like Andrea said, over this 30 days to create those relationships and turn it into, business partners or whatever, but it's going to be really, really good. So All right. Thank you for Sarah's number. So anybody else that wants that. So hopefully this is exciting and you guys feel like, wow, I can run with this, because that's what we want to do right now. This is the time. Thank you, Gabby, that it is so important that y'all, if you want this, I mean, I'm telling you, 2022 is going to be a huge, it's going to be different. It's going to be huge. We are going. And so now's the time to really start reaching out to those people. And a lot of them are going to come through for you on this second, round, or even in February. It just takes people time to get over the holidays. And then they're like, whatever. I reached out to, I'm embarrassed. I reached out to like 800 and something people. A lot of them were past clients. And yes, I used Reach. So, but a lot. And I got 16 people, but that's a lot of people to reach out to. But it's like Jacqueline said, reach out to a lot, because they're all going to come. It might be a little trickle at first, and then they're going to, keep coming into your business. But if you just set that intention, like, hey, I'm doing this, I would love to know, like, who wants that? Like, who wants to do this and like grow their business in 2022? Because I feel like as a team, we could knock it out of the park. We could knock it out of the park with this, you guys, and really help so many people. That's the goal, right? How many people can we help to get healthier? I mean, I did that all my whole life, and it's such a pleasure, and it's such an honor to be able to help people get healthy, So,
and like, if you really look at it too, like just looking at for 10 people, again, like that might be that you do 6 presentations. That might be that you just do 2 presentations. That might be that you have one person refer you 9. I mean, like, who knows how it's going to pan out, but you just know that that's what your goal is. But one thing that we haven't even planned this yet, but we're going to go ahead and offer this whole month, is doing like a weekly 30-day call. So like a weekly call that you can plug in prospects to, people who are looking at the 30-day. So that's something. Just be looking on our Facebook page and in the GroupMe app, just so we can tell you. I'm thinking Thursday night. I don't know. Polly and I just said that like before the call. We were talking about that, doing a 30-day. So then you can just be funneling people in, and we can be going. But y'all, this is huge. I mean, and like, honestly, like, it's like we have been preparing for this for months, and like, it's like we've got everything, not only to run with it, but to make it so simple for you and for anyone that you bring on to just do this and duplicate this pattern. I mean, like, really, like, it's going to be that simple.
And I have one more quick little teeny story to share with you guys about this and how it can impact your business. I have a friend, Abby Silbert. She's an executive national vice president now. We met backstage when we both earned like the Circle of Excellence Award years and years ago. And I remember back then, Abby telling me she was thinking about quitting. She's direct to Cecilia now, Cecilia Stoll. But she was thinking about quitting Arbonne, quitting her business. And I was like, Abby, don't do that. I mean, good grief, and she lives up north or whatever. So we kept in touch. And all of a sudden I see, like, on social media, like, she's, moving towards Nation. And I said, can we talk? Like, what the heck? What happened? You were going to quit. And she said, you know what? Cecilia challenged me to do the 30-day. She had never done it. And because of that, she stayed and she grew to Nation, and she's an EMVP now, y'all. So the 30-day we have amazing everything else, right? And you're going to get people on the skincare and all that too. And maybe they're on the skincare, you get them on the 30-day, like my dietitian friend finally. But the 30-day can change your life and your business. So don't miss out. Like, now this could be the wave. That's what I see it as. Like, you ride that wave of momentum right now, because you just get a lot of people and you're going to start duplicating. And that's what she did, and that's what Jacqueline did. And that's what we're going to do. So
super exciting.
Go for it.
All right. Well, y'all send Polly your numbers if you want to be included in that group. Check out
I've got everybody so far.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
And then just check out all the resources, like go to the website, check out the Facebook page. If you're not already in it, go ahead and start plugging your clients into there. And then don't forget, we've got that second group starting on the 17th. So yeah, and then we'll see y'all next week.
Thank you.
Thanks, y'all.
Thanks, everyone.
All right. Bye.